Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel, where today is January 6th and we are reaching the end of the 12 days of Christmas. Now, it's best not to think of this as the end if you're someone who likes Christmas. It's the end of Christmas 2016, but starting right now, it's time to start planning for Christmas 2017 and to celebrate a grand finish to the end of the 2016 Christmas season. I have a very special beer here, one of the most legendary of all time in America, and appropriately for a celebration of the end of the Christmas season, the champagne of beers. That's right, Miller High Life, brewed in Milwaukee, Wisconsin since 1903. This is a 24-ounce tall boy that was found in the beer cave at Sheets. Good luck finding this around here in Montgomery County. This is a pilsner-style beer. It is, I'm not seeing it on here, it's 4 point something percent alcohol by volume. Kind of strange that it's not on the can. But for now we're going to test out this, which used to be available, like many of the beers that are now considered cheap in America. This at one time was a premium beer, and it had the champagne name for the high carbonation, as well as it used to come in a little bottle compared to something like this. So many of these beers like this were award-winning, and they were considered the best, and just time passes and fads change and somehow they get demoted in some people's minds. But we're going to go ahead and enjoy the champagne of beers here on the Robert Dyer channel. So let's go ahead and get this open. There she blows. Get out the cup here. Finest bachelor glassware, aka plastic cup. And let's attempt to pour this out. See, you have right now a head of this size practically. You have a very light golden color. Nice aroma of corn. Fairly sweet aroma and some hop aroma. Look at that, you still got a massive head on there. And you can see a fair amount of lacing there as the head begins to recede down the cup. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes. It's a very light, smooth texture. It's a fairly sweet corn flavor as well. Very little bitterness to it. You can see the many tiny bubbles going up, but the carbonation is not as overwhelming as I've read in some reviews. This is first of all, I appreciate they have an expiration date on here, and it's January 27th, and I have had this chilling in the refrigerator for several weeks, so that's the optimal temperature. You can see there's still, the head is down to here, about that size, and you have a good amount of lacing there on the inside of the cup. The aroma gets a little more complex after the head is declined. A little bit more of a hops and grass balancing out that sweeter corn aroma, but no bad aftertaste. I would say this is probably would have to be one of the more refreshing beers I've had, even compared to other light beers. Pretty much, I don't think it's not quite as watery as Coors Light, but it tastes a lot better than Coors Light in terms of the flavor. I think the packaging maybe could use a little bit of an improvement. This is sort of somewhat of a throwback type design, retro, but I think they ought to have the girl in the moon logo that they've had for many decades going back is not on this can. That's probably a mistake in terms of marketing. Also glad to see it says Union Made here on the can. So I would say one final sip. I really have no complaints at this price point. A very refreshing beer, and probably one that's even better in the summer than it is in the middle of winter like this. But I would definitely get this again, and I think it's one to choose over many other alternatives. I'm going to go ahead and give this a very solid 4 stars. You almost could say 5 in terms of the category it's in. Hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.